Isabel was walking down the street. Isabel was wearing a little bit of jewelry, a little pentagram. She does sometimes, it's cool.
Ooh.
When suddenly, a pope riding on a ghostly warhorse with a massive two-handed sword said, "Hey,
what?
You wear the pentagram. I got a question for you. What for you wear the pentagram for?" And you say, "What? Your accent is dumb." And he says, "Not as dumb as you're gonna be after I hit you with a sword."
No.
Because dead people aren't so smart. Huh? Don't worry about it. He's a Pope. Mamma mia. So,
oh God.
The Pope says, "I'm gonna perform for you extreme unction."
What?
Isabel says, "What's extreme unction?" To which the Pope replies, "Extreme unction is the proper name for the last rites performed by a priest. That element of the Catholic faith that negates the entire rest of the Catholic faith. Because in a period of 30 seconds, you can be redeemed of all sin, even if you were a horrible murdering cannibal your entire life. As long as you say you're sorry." So, extreme unction! The Pope shoves his entire hand into her neck, grabs her spine, and rips it out of her body.
Oh.
That's actually what Pope
No.
Isabel, in her dying breath, doesn't say anything because her vocal cords are gone. A mere bystander says, "But that's not extreme unction. Why did you even have that prelude?" "I just wanted to yell at extreme unction while I pull out the spine out of the body." "I'm the Pope, forgive me." Gabagool. Pope disappears in a puff of that gooey, what's it called? Ghost. Ectoplasm. Thank you.
What about the spy, Brennan?
Oh, yes. What? You see that Jonathan is sitting in a dimly lit apartment with just like naked bulbs everywhere, in a zoot suit with a fedora, counting $100 bills. And you see he's going, "Meow, see, meow. This'll put us right on top, see? They'll be running this racket in no time."
Chicago.
And you say, "He's Al Capone. We must destroy him." So you say, "Get the 300 machine." The 300 machine is a machine that is
Sparta.
it's just a leg. It's just a
Oh.
leg.
Oh God. Yes. Yes.
It's just a leg on the end of a pneumatic rod, and it just makes a kicking motion like this. So you go up with it, and you hold it. Oh yeah, it's more like this spine, like that. But you see, you go up to him, and that doesn't work. So like, God, this reference must be too old. You need a newer reference.
Oh.
What's a newer movie? Crap.
Golden Compass.
So you go and you go and you get the walk hard machine. The walk hard machine is just a pair of boots, trump like that, and you set it to the right quote, and you're like, "Well, I'm a 15-year-old with a wife and a kid. I think I'm doing pretty good." Like, "No, not violent enough." And you're like, "What's the next one?" "I like the little guy. He's funny." "No, not gonna work. It's a long, hard walk, but I will walk hard." You shove these boots on his feet. Jonathan walks for the next 3 years.
No.
With no food, no drink, no ability to stop. Until finally, a withered skeleton tromping along in boots is all that is left. You can say, "Yes, we killed him, a member of the Mafia, a Mafia that was not bothering our town." An inconsequential, non-locally based Mafia that happened to be visiting an apartment in this city.
No.
So, for all intents and purposes, Jonathan the citizen is dead.
Oh.
During the night, Jonathan Markle.
Why did that?
I knew it! Because I made all the motions and one of them was right.
You see, Jonathan was walking along, and he looked behind him and he saw Pope, and he was like, "Hey, a Pope!" And the Pope said, "Why are you yelling at so loud?" And he says, "What? I can't hear you." And he says, "You got a voice of modulation I don't understand." He says, "My name is John. What's your name?"
Oh.
"My name is John Paul. Half of your name is my entire name. That's crazy." And he says, "I don't like your face." And throws a spear made out of the bones of Judas.
Oh.
Damn, I'm twice as pervious to those.
No.
It's true. Impaled by it, you are sent directly to the lair of hell reserved for Judas, which happens to be the worst one, where you are gnawed by the three heads of Satan in perpetuity forever. John Markle, you are dead. An innocent citizen. Dead people must be silent. That night, you march to the Vatican. The tiny shattered remnants of space-clad New York march to the Vatican, which is, by the way, literally half a world and also much of outer space away. So, arriving at the Vatican after a long, long travel, you guys knock on the door. When you realize that there's no door, it's just a giant, weird colonnade. It's been to St. Peter's Basilica, that's kind of crazy. And you're like, hey, where are all them popes at? And they're like, we keep it a pope in a bigger freezer. And you're like, seriously? They're like, yes, it's a secret rule of popes. So you go in there, there's a bunch of popes, they're all hanging upside down from the ceiling with their arms crossed like this. And giant gold fangs, and on each fang is an image of the Virgin Mary. And you're like, no, this is crazy. I have Catholic friends. This can't be real. And they're like, no. This is a true Catholicism. It's based around a vampire worship and a blood sport. Like, really? Wow. I did not know that. Suddenly Lizzie, also known as Pope Pius, a.k.a. the worst pope, busts out of the meat locker saying, all you who don't like me are bad! And you're like, you've been like frozen for 1,000 years? That's the best you came up with? Yes! English is not my first language!
No.
I speak Latin, Russian, Italian, and all the languages that were in Italy before Italian, which is like a lot of them.
Etruscan.
No.
Esperanto.
The Etruscans were awesome.
Right, time to take out the reverse crucifix. Which is really just an upside-down T.
Isn't that like the mark of Satan, though?
Yes! Luckily, Space Cloud is full of Satanists. You summon Lucifer, and Lucifer sucker punches the Pope right in the stomach, and his spine explodes into anguish.
No.
What's this doing spine?
There's some other bones involved here. No.
His pelvis explodes into anguish. Mamma mia, my at least used bone. Pius is destroyed. For indeed, that morning.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You don't win the popes because we can do the...
Going to the bank, going to the bank. I won the lottery and going to the bank. Chico, the mayor's brother, is flying to the bank.
What?
As he got to the bank door, knocked on it. Hey, open the door. I got hoops for heads. Can't open the door no good. When suddenly he turned around and said, hey, what are you 1011 guys doing over here? Well, not a 1011. We're flying a popes.
Ooh.
This is the relic of a St. Anthony. It's a bit of wire wrapped around the hilt of a sword. And the sword, inside the sword, is a finger bone of St. Paul. Inside the finger bone of St. Paul is a tear of St. Clare of Assisi. And the blade is forged from metal, which was found inside of shrapnel wounds of St. Frank at Plywood Gates. It's pretty intense. What are you going to do with that? How about stabbing you in the wings? A blam! That's how we do it from Sicily! A bam bam! Chico, Tom Gordonier, was stabbed to death. The guardian angel, no more.
Yo, one more round.
And then there were 5.